Hi, this is Rex.
And this is Cole, and
Hello.
we're going to be talking about the or at least it's not new; it's in a very old game, but the beta test announcement for a game called Cosmic Break uh, Universal, and I wanted to talk about it because I knew that this is probably one of the very few places you'll hear about it. It's a very niche game. Uh, there's not a lot of news for it, but it's actually a game that's been around. I think almost since like 2008. I think is what I found in some form. It was shut down a while ago, but it's coming back in sort of a global server. So Japanese players and basically Japanese players and everybody else can get on these servers and play together as virtual robot girls shooting at each other. So yeah, I don't know if is there anything you're seeing here that's automatically kind of catching your eye before I kind of go into the spiel on what this game's about.
There's robots and the graphics was kind of dated.
Oh yeah, they're very dated, and
So
it's kind of funny too. Well, but go ahead before I.
so this was like PS3 generation, right? Or
Yeah, like early PS3.
okay. I
Yeah,
guess
yeah,
it looks okay for early PS3.
yeah. Especially considering it's it's a MMO, and you could have up to like 35 people. I think it was like I forget if it's 30 on 30 matches,
Mm-hmm.
but there were a lot of people that could play this game at once.
Yeah.
Uh, so there's a lot of that. Also, the game had built-in retexturing support, so you could retexture any model in the game,
Oh,
and everyone would see it.
that's cool.
Um, and also, you could change the polygons, so you could stretch the vertices around on the characters to like literally just create your own character.
Uh-huh.
So there's a lot of cool features in that in that kind of thing. So it's the design of the game did actually help add a little bit of like player customization.
How are they monetizing it?
Oh, oh yeah. So that gave this company a bad reputation. You ever heard of the term gotcha? I think we've talked about that before.
Go ahead. Expound.
Gotcha basically loot boxes or like the little like basically put in money to get a random chance at a thing you might want.
Yeah.
Um, and this company was really bad about that. There were a lot of cool characters and robots hidden behind a paywall, uh, and
So
a
it was
lot of it,
pay
and
to
a
win.
lot. Yeah, it was kind of pay to win from what I heard.
Oh, that's not
I
good.
never, though. I will say, I never experienced that.
Okay.
And I will say that like I was a casual player of this game. I didn't really get super into it. I just like maybe for a week I would like try it out. Spend like a couple hours playing.
Uh-huh.
Uh, and I enjoyed that time. I felt like I was able to succeed against all the other players.
So is
Um,
it? Do you pay for the game? And is there a
nope,
subscription or
no,
everything's
no
free to play?
subscription. It's all free to play. The only thing you
Except
can do,
you pay for loot boxes.
you can pay for loot boxes. I think there's like there was like a
Can you earn loot
subscription where you could like.
boxes?
No, you can't.
Mm.
You have to. So there is in-game currency you can use, and occasionally they'll give you tickets. It was actually very similar to the mobile games that would come after. Uh, it was just like you get tickets to like buy weapons and gear
Hmm.
and stuff like randomly, or just full on robots, usually robot girls of some sort. Um, and then yeah, you just pay for that. There wasn't really much in the way of just paying directly for some kind of item, and it seemed like it did them very well. They made a lot of money for a good while.
Uh-huh.
Like this, I think the game shut down in like probably like 20 somewhere like in the middle of the 2010s, probably like 2015, 2016.
Huh.
But it was not like personally I was able to enjoy it despite all of the pay to win crap because the game feel of it is pretty fun. It's actually it's not obviously, as you can see here, MMO combat. It's more of like a third person shooter.
Huh.
Yeah. And it's fun. You can fly around and jet and boost around, and there aren't many mecha games out there from, in general, MMO, non-MMO. They're just like, people aren't making mecha games as much anymore. Even like there's indie stuff coming out, but that's basically it. And I will say that maybe I'm starved for content, but this is pretty fun. I enjoy it. But I guess see if there's anything
This
interesting about this.
Yeah, it does look fun. It's
cool.
Yeah.
I wanted to at least talk about it in some form because I do have a lot of good memories with this series, or I guess with this game. I'm kind of annoyed that they didn't re-release the sequel instead, but I can kind of understand this one was a lot more popular. But they did actually have a sequel with better graphics and, in my opinion, better combat-ish. Very similar to this, but I thought it was more fun.
why was this one more popular?
I think it's just kind of the same reason why WoW is more popular. It's just everybody was playing that game, right? Nobody wanted to go to everybody had their stuff in Cosmic Break 1, so nobody wanted to go to Cosmic Break 2, right? Because nothing carried over.
Yeah.
So if you invested all this time and money into this game, like, it's kind of a problem, because how do you convince somebody to move over to the new thing? You have to basically give them something for all the money and time they've invested in the original. But yeah, I will I don't want to go too far into like the nitty gritty of the game. I want to try to keep things more like at a general level because there's a lot actually this game has. It's got like dungeons you can explore alongside a PvP mode, and
I'm sure there's crafting. There's gotta be crafting.
Yeah, there's lots of crafting, lots of that. You can craft your own parts, and that is another cool thing is that a lot of the robots. Some of the girls can do this, but mostly it's those just regular robots. Are completely
Can you play as a boy?
You can play as a robot.
You can't play as a boy. You
can't play as a boy, but like a dude robot, like a dude guy, like a human looking dude. No, I think it's either your choices are
girl or
your choices
robot.
are girl or robot or like if you can see on the the left, there are girl looking robots.
So you can play boy looking robots.
You can play you can play boy looking robots like the dragon.
But you can't be
and
a boy.
Tiger. But you can't be just a dude. I think there probably is some out there. Now that I'm thinking about it, I do remember seeing them announce like in the gacha that you could get like a dude robot, but he's still kind of effeminate. If you want like masculine man punch robot man, like probably not gonna happen.
So your driver or the mech driver is always gonna be a girl.
I mean, no. So you're not driving mechs. They're all just. They're like aliens. They're all like like in Transformers, like Cybertronians.
Oh, okay.
They're all just people. Like they're all just.
They're alien
like,
race of
citizens.
robots, kind of.
Yeah, they're an alien race of robots. So they all just exist as people, and they all can customize their armor and gear, so you can actually like change their you can change their colors. You can see here, you can change their equipment, so you can if you get parts that you think would be better on a certain character, you can switch them out, stuff like that.
Yeah, this game might be way too niche for me.
It's incredibly niche, and I don't think that I don't think you specifically are going to get into it, but I know that if there's somebody that likes this, they're going to see this and they're going to go, yeah, that's for me. I will say a lot of the veterans of this game kind of feel sour on it because it's like, yes, this is the kind of thing I want, and it's not bad, but gosh, like this is all we get. This is all our options are. Because like if you're a fan of like mecha, your options are already pretty limited. But if you're a fan of like mecha like girl stuff, like if you're a fan of like what's called like Mecha Musume, which is just basically the anime girl robot stuff, like this is basically it. This is basically the only game you get, except for like a Japanese mobile game. You are critically underserved. But yes, I do think it's very niche. It's cool. As you can see here, there you can a lot of people can play it once. It's neat. There's not really much to say about it. It's third person competitive MMO, kind of like Destiny a little bit, but very anime. And it came before Destiny, obviously.
Yeah. If I think that's it for this segment.
Yeah.
If any of our audience likes this game, please comment and
and let us know how terrible Cyberstep is, because they undoubtedly, while this game is fun, are terrible. So the Cyberstep are the developers, by the way.
All right, thanks everybody.
Yep, thank you. I hope hopefully you can get some value out of this game. Like and subscribe and all that.